Hiyo de Gallo. All right. This is kind of getting to be a weekly thing. My weekly Alex Toth and featuring all of his car oriented items. I kind of well, admittedly, I kind of got hot rod fever. So after having various iterations of my '68 Impala, we got it running. It's running really good. Transmission's in good shape. We got decent tires on it. The motor's running very well, really great. And we got a set of really nice heads on it. I mean, hillbilly nice heads. I mean, they're the Dart Sportsman, like the entry level like drag, and we haven't ported them or anything. Like the very entry level racing heads on a 383 that the old man and I put in the Impala. So went down for a couple trips this summer down home and shot a bunch of videos. You can check them out. Bam Pala. That's the 8 is the B, kind of the alliteration. Bam Pala is what I call it. Anyways, so going down there, I have got hot rod fever and it's fall and it's going to be a long winter because I'm literally dreaming about driving the car. And, just like, again, with cars, it's about you putting your time and effort and getting a physical reward out of it. Like you feel that go because you might have punched the block because you're, a wrench slipped, or something like that. You've literally bled to make something go right. And there's something real satisfying about having some go out of that. Now, this is going to scratch that itch a little bit. So get ready for a bunch of car hot rod videos with comic stuff. So that's going to be part of it. At least it'll scratch that itch until we get the snow. We haven't even got snow yet, and it's not even Halloween. Oh, how am I going to make it? Anyways, I'm sure there's some guys out there probably feeling the same. But here we go. Alex Toth, one for the road. Um, we're going to look at a handful of stories featuring a character called Granny McGo. So if you're a little bit younger and you're looking at this, there is a old hot rodding trope of the hot rod grandma. Little old lady from Pasadena, an old Beach Boys song, and even I think there's a series of these stories in here, and even one of them I think somebody refers to her as the little old lady from Pasadena. So we're gonna read a couple stories and let's laugh a little bit and have a good time. So the first one is craziest quilt. So it shows Granny drag racing. She's gone through the thing, and you look down here, which this is a wonderful illustration. I mean, two dragsters, how great is that? And again, Toth, the absolute master, showing drag racing. But what happens is she goes through and the chute doesn't pop, and there's this it's they're just talking about it, and the announcer's like, oh, her shoe won't open, and she skids and crashes and breaks up a fence, and one of the officials is running down and says, what a lucky old broad. Yeah, she's shook up, but she's okay, man. There's nothing left of her chute. And she gets out and she's angry, and it's this cranky old lady, which is kind of funny, and she's holding the thing and she's like, man, this is so flimsy, can't even depend on it. And then she's driving away in her tea bucket, and I love this. This is a great look at all the texture on her. She's all dirty and gritty from the wreck, and being at the track all day. So she's driving her old tea bucket home, and she's like, oh my gosh, I forgot about the girls. And so they were going to have a quilting bee, and she was late, and they're like, well, you were the one that organized this and you're late, so what's going on? Sorry, scoot the thing up here. Here it is. You organized this. And then she's like, oh, I got an idea. So I won't give it away. So it shows her at the racetrack, and so she take you another great picture. Look at the backside of the blower and the backside of the motor. What a great shot that is. And really just with inks and outlines of stuff. Just again, great pictures. And so so this time I can relax and win. Just how it has her alliteration at how she talks. And so she's drag racing, and then here's the big reveal: the quilting club made her a drag chute, so that she could stop because she didn't trust the nylon because it broke. And so Yeah, so that just one of those funny things. So it's just a fun comic, and so yeah, got the quilting ladies together to make a reliable shoot to stop her dragster. So, anyways, just a fun story, man. And this is actually a commentary on the whole book. Alex Toth is a legendary grump. I mean, you see here, like literally, he's grimacing, and then there's smoke coming off of his brush, and all the cigarettes down here and smoking and all this stuff, and legendarily grumpy. But all these comics in here, they're all funny. They're all funny things. So yeah, so that's kind of, it's nice to know that that an old grump like that can, had a little bit happier side. So our second story is Granny McGo closes, and so we have all these, and again, what a great illustration here. Everybody is, they're all slot racers, and they're doing the slot track. They're going around, and shows this one guy. This guy pops off the track and he loses. And he's like, "Too bad, Chuck. Guess that's it for the day. Yeah, win a few, lose a few. Let's stick around to see who wins it." Well, guess who? Guess who? And there's old Granny McGo. I'll read a little bit of how she talks. Number 7 wins. Take a victory trap. Take a victory lap. That old T? Yahoo! How about that? A little old lady. McGo's the name, Bunky. Bunky. Doesn't even call him Bucky, calls him Bunky. Wow, look at that T go. And that, so what a T bucket would be, and guys, it's a little bit before the kind of hot rodding I would have done, but where they take like pre-32 Fords, and it is pretty much nothing. I mean, it's a motor and 4 wheels. I mean, there's just about nothing to it. But that's her model car. If you see there, I'll pick it up. So that's her slot racer, and you see what a great character design her face is, and just crabby. And so they're just talking about what control, all that stuff, and so she gets this great big trophy, and she's the guy giving her the trophy. She goes, "Thanks, sport." And then she's walking off. "Well, kitty's got to get back to my welding. Dig you later." And then I don't believe it, gents. All that stuff. I knew that it'd get him, and then that's what she's saying on the way out. So, just just the funny stuff. And so, anyways, that's a couple of the Granny Little Old Lady comics from Alex Toth, and yeah, talking about it makes me feel better about the hot rod being in mothballs till spring comes. Until next time, we gotta wait through winter. Boop.